it works! Guys, we're getting in! Alright, good. It's happening. Now we just need to switch to caster. Okay, found them. Alright. Now, the big button that we need to find is how to switch to caster mode, because we've never done this. This is the first time. Okay. Cinematic caster mode. Is this the button? Oh, great. And let me just move that Golden League sign to the middle of the... where are you? Come here. Come here. Okay. So, on the left side, we see... Okay, now, guys, before I get into this too much, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to be doing the noob cast. What that means is I'm going to explain things like you don't know the game. So if you are a professional player, then you are not going to enjoy this. Alright, so guys, let's go into the game. So the first thing we see is the villagers from B. He instantly goes as Ottomans to stone. Because as Ottomans, it's very important for you to get your military school out very early on. And it costs stone, which he is now cancelling for some reason very early. And instead, I guess he's building a house first. I think he's going to get pop-capped at some point. He's instead building his military school much closer to Marinelord's base. So we do see that B is quite sneaky when it comes to doing revolutionary things. Right. So now we see Marinelord. He has 6 on wood. Inspiration all the way. It's an interesting HRE build because we're used to seeing HRE go straight for, for gold, but obviously you need to get your ships out. So we can see that he is getting enough wood for ships. So at the beginning of the game, if this is your first time playing water maps, or if you don't know anything about water maps in this case, you ideally want to put all your villagers onto wood, but you need to have enough food income to ensure that you can continually make villagers. Like right now, Marinelord is just making enough food so that he can continually make them. Now we do see this is the opposite from B. B is not going for a dock. Now the thing is, docks can be very powerful, but they can also be a little bit of a risk. Because in this case, this is what B is going to do. He's just going to rally his free units into his dock, and he's going to pressure the dock the whole time. Marinelord is responding with appropriate action. He is getting a solid little barracks, and he's going to get men-at-arms, because men-at-arms are going to kill the problem of early spearmen from B. So yes. So let's see. I see nothing else coming crazy from B. We see on B's side that he has how many? Quite a lot on food. 9 on food, 2 on wood. So he's most likely just looking to make more houses and to slowly age up eventually. But it does look like, yeah, he made a barracks. He's going to double produce units and he's going to pressure this thing down. The thing is, he can pressure it down. I'm not sure if Marinelord is going to go on gold anytime soon. He's just focused on his eco right now. And because you guys can do the math, 2 spearmen versus 1 spearman, we know which one's going to win, So we just need to make sure and see if Marinelord's going to continue making all these shippies. Now his second one just came out, but because of that we know that 2 more is going to come out from this side. He has 8 on food right now, and this is because he needs to sustain constant production of the spearmen. Because right now it's going to be a battle of who can produce more spearmen and who loses the first spearman. The person that loses the first spearman, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. But at the back of this, Marinelord is now getting a lot of food. This is a really, really healthy food economy to look at. So we're going to see he has good, sheep coming in as well, which is great. And he is going to get a second barracks because he does realize that B is all in for the early game. So he needs to produce the same amount of, or not more, of spears than B does. Now B is coming up with a late dock. All those villagers on wood initially, we can see why. He wanted to get the dock as well because he saw that Marinelord is also on the food eco. So while he has more units at the beginning, he realized he needed to keep up with the fish eco because the fish is just much better than getting the normal sheep. You get a lot more resources from fish than you do from sheep. So will I cast Beastie? Yes, after this. So basically we do see Marinelord just getting food, getting wood, but not going for the gold yet. Neither of them are. So we can see both of them are looking at staying in feudal for now. Because right now they know it's all about producing these two, this load of units. Because right now we have 7 versus 8. And B does not know about his second barracks. So B doesn't know there's a second barracks backing this one up. So I believe he's optimistic. And on the other side as well, we cannot see... No, there is... I don't know if there's a fishing ship coming that will be coming out. The thing is, he made this dock. Now we can see it. So he made this dock initially, and he didn't make a fishing ship for quite some time because he was trying to sustain his economy in making these. But Marinelord, he has 10. And he has 11, so it's getting to quite a close number. Marinelord's looking at getting some damage done just to make sure that he asserts his dominance. We know this cheeky French player knows what he's doing. So, oof. It's all about that first one. So now getting a little bit more damage on the dock. B could have done this early on as well, but I don't know, I think Marinelord is a lot more confident when it comes to this. Neither of them onto gold right now, still not. First spearman goes down. 13 versus 11. This is not looking good for B. It looks like B will actually be struggling here. The scout from Marinelord is continually running around. So for those of you who don't know, scouts have a very large vision range. He's running around trying to see if if B is backing this up with an age up, or if it is going to be a dangerous play for him. Now we see B is getting gold slowly, so I assume he's going to go for feudal very quickly, and I don't know if Marinelord actually scouted that. So you can see he's putting a lot of pressure with these 15. It's 13 versus 15, but the Whamenqt comes in, and the Whamenqt gives good bonuses for the team. So right now he's getting melee armor, and this is going to cause Marinelord to, let's see, okay, this 15, that number is not going down. Even with the extra armor from the Whamenqt, it just didn't pan out for him. Oof, and this means that his dock is going to go down. I wouldn't be surprised if B taps out just from this, because now Marinelord is on a stable fishing eco. He has 4 shippies out. You know, shippies are good, shippies are the best, and Marinelord is just poking right through those spearmen with those long sticks. Sticks versus sticks. You don't need any explanation there. He is just going straight for it. And we can see he's just going to get that dock. Marinelord has B has 4 ships out, but it's not going to be enough. The Whamenqt is constantly trying to up these so that he can protect this, but it's not going to help him because those things will be going down very soon, and there is more spearmen coming in. Now, he's trying to turn in all the food as fast as he can, just so that he can get something from this, and he is almost at 200 gold for the age up. I don't know if he will stay for this age up. I would not. I mean, firstly, because if I played against Marinelord, I would probably be in a lot of fear. But you can see he's taking down the fishing ships. That's 75 stone. That's 100 stone. Wood. That's 75 wood. That's 75 wood. That's a lot of lost resources. So Marinelord will most likely just keep putting pressure on, and he would probably switch now to gold as well. Because Marinelord will most likely go for the age up now. The thing is, the wood is getting less and less, so if the fight slows down, it will be amazing for Marinelord. We are seeing that B is still getting his food. Maybe he is still hopeful about this game. He has 4 on gold, so he's continually getting enough for the upgrades as well. So that is, that is basically what's going to happen. Now, the military school is basically a building that will continually produce units for free. So it doesn't cost you anything. It costs nothing. This thing is free. It's free. So even though B lost all these spearmen, he didn't lose... Oof, he didn't lose all of them that cost money. Oh, you know, but now this cost money. And you guys saw that 50 stone he got at the beginning of the game? That is now coming to bite him in the ass because he placed it in the middle of the map. If that was in his base, he would now have this as a safe building. This is a safe production building. But now he's down 1 military school and he is about to die. The problem is as well, he invested more wood into getting more fishing ships, and this is not just going to work out for him. Marinelord's just going to keep pushing. Marinelord is getting enough gold at the back here to age up pretty soon. But you can see he's still making units. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Arcane Chapel. B is in the feudal a little bit earlier than Marinelord, but that doesn't matter. Right now, Marinelord is about to age up in a few seconds. And B lost a lot of units. You can see he shift queued into the fishing ship. He knows he can get that for free, or he can just pick up a bunch of these spearmen as well. Now, let's see what B is going to do. At this point, I don't know if there's anything B can do to secure himself a little bit more time, but I don't think time is what he needs. And Marinelord looking like he wants blood or wood, because that thing's made out of wood, not blood. So, and another dock. B is determined to have a dock up. And B thought about it. He wanted to get a demolition ship. So a demolition ship is a ship that comes out and blows up. And he figured he would get a demolition ship out and blow up Marinelord's whole army. But Marinelord, being the Chad Pomper he is, he just turned around and he was like, not today, brother. And he backed off and didn't lose anything, or anything significant there. Now we do see that this inspiration range is not... Okay, so, because this is the noob stream guys, he basically did not put this... This is a very strange amount. Usually, when we watch Age of Empires guides, you would be told to put this 4 tiles away. But because this is a small area, it makes sense not to be. The thing, what confuses me a little bit, is the fact that Marinelord didn't put this in the gold range. Because he would still have enough to cover all of this to be inspired. And if they're inspired, they get a lot faster gathering in this case. So that's basically what's going on here. Oh, B trying to... Let's see if B's gonna get some... He wants... That's the demolition ship. That's the explode ship, boys! It's gonna explode! And he's probably gonna explode it here, even against these two. Let's see, that's an archer ship. Okay, so with the archer ship, he does have a chance at keeping these things at bay. But I feel like B has just lost so much. We can see that Marinelord is in... At this point, 47 villagers, which is quite an advantage because a few of those are fishing ships, and fishing ships are fucking good. When is BC next game? I have no idea. Now, what we're going to see is Marinelord is most likely going to put more pressure down on this one, but you can see he is determined to keep it safe. B went for 2 imams. With the Ottoman Empire, you have these talents that you can unlock every game, and you can unlock some units. And he most likely went with the Imam unlock, but this is not going to be too good for him. He's putting himself in a very dangerous position. That ship is not going to be able to save him. Let's see if he gets some damage done. He needs to do damage. Oh, he's taking out some things as well. This is good for B. The fact that B is getting a little bit of damage down here. Marinelord could also have gone for a few military ships, but I don't think he cares right now. Let's see if he's going to go. Yeah, he's going for an archer ship. So the archer ship from HRE, pretty good. It's going to be able to deal with these villages as well. And it's also going to be able to deal with the demolition ship, because this is the problem right now. These units cannot come close to the water because of the demolition ship, because the demolition ship will just blow up. And I think this is why B stayed in the game. B is determined to just win on water, take out a bunch of his eco, but I don't think he realizes that Marinelord is also making army right now on the water. So right now, this guy, I mean on this side, he's getting farms. With HRE, because you have this chapel, you want to ensure that you have a bunch of farms around, because all these villages are gathering faster, better, and stronger. And this is going to help him immensely. Now, we are going to see pressure from Marinelord, because you can see he's ramping up this army quite a bit. So that's 52 villages against 40. And again, those are fishing ships. They do a fuck ton of fooding. Fishing. Okay, now, let's see. This poor little man-at-arms, he is not going to survive, but at least he is making him run around quite a bit. Marinelord is getting that demolition ship. You guys see that explosion? Yeah, that's the demolition ship. And the archer ship is trying to get some damage done, but this is the end for B. There's no way he can come back from this. Right now, Marinelord has 5 military ships taking out B's one little military ship. There's no ships coming out from him. There's no extra no, he's not going for another demolition ship. Right now, he's making more docks, but it doesn't matter. He's going to take out that extra villager, that poor little fishing ship. He most likely just needed a little bit of food, hoping for the best, but Marinelord is going to clean sweep this thing. So, look at those 3 fishing ships fishing their hearts out. Let's see, how many does Marinelord have? 12. Oh my god, that's a lot of fish. But we can see now B does have his military schools up. These 2 military schools have come back into play, and this is good. I mean, he's getting the free units, because again, these produce free units. So, right now, the wood is running out on this side. He's most likely going to go here, because he's not in a position to control the map and get an unsafe wood. So, I'm expecting him to don't just run it into the fire, you're going to lose it for nothing. So he most likely forgot about the ship that's coming out, and he's going to lose it. Trying to do a little bit of damage and getting one down. You can see this Springald ship is doing quite a bit of damage to archer ships. And the demolition ship comes out and does a lot of damage. This is very good for B. He can get this one down as well. Just one more shot. But best would be to go back after he gets that one down. Now, on Marinelord's side, this is going really well. Because Marinelord is like, it doesn't matter, dude. I got this. I got this. He's going for H3. B is stuck in H2. Again, if I was B, I'd probably tap out if I see him age up. But now the demolition ship, you can see Marinelord is splitting them up because he knows he can get damage on only one. Those two demolition ships just gonna seal the deal. Maybe one, maybe two. He's just pressuring him. He's like, you're dead anyway, dude. Let me get your fishing ships as well. So right now, B's still aging up with 16 villages, which is quite a lot. He sees Marinelord aged up, so he knows there's not a bunch of men-at-arms coming towards his base just yet. Now, Marinelord's going to pick up the relics. It should be an easy pickup, because right now, B doesn't have any units to compete with. Let's see where his army is. He has a bit of spearmen and a few archers. Yeah, this is not going to do much. So Marinelord has an idle villager. We should remind him of this for the rest of his life because he's Marinelord and he deserves to be bullied sometimes. So right now Marinelord is just pumping right through. He has 13 spearmen, 5 men-at-arms. I'm surprised he didn't send a prelate forward as well, just to heal these boys back up. But honestly, does he even need it? He probably doesn't. B has probably made like 25 docks by now and Marinelord's just sniping them left and right. So right now, Marinelord pulling out his stick, he's just gonna poke these boys left, right and center and they're gonna be dead. Dead, I say. And these army ships are just clapping these villages as well. Oh, not just villagers, workers. Now, remember what I said about the wood earlier? The wood's running out. Yeah? And he wanted to get this one, but now there's going to be 2 ships stopping him from getting that one. And again, he doesn't have the control to get this wood line. Marinelord is making a tower on this wood line as well, which I don't know if he realizes how valuable this tower is, because this is going to stop him from getting this wood. And if he could do the same on this side, it would probably secure him from getting any pressure from B. Right now, B is just like, oh, I gotta do something, sir. I gotta do something. He's not cancelling this dock, which means he's going to lose... Oh, there we go. He got some wood back, but he did lose a bit, because in Age of Empires, if you do attack the building, do some damage to it, and he cancels it, you're not going to get all your resources back. The more damage he does, the less resources you're getting back. Another one, another military school in a very aggressive position. The thing is, Marinelord does have defense. He has, as you guys can see, the +1. And this means that he has extra range defense. So all these little archers that B has made, they're not going to do anything. He needs to deal with crossbowmen and he needs to be able to kill them soon. Let's quickly see how many relics he has. Is he going for another one? Yeah, he has 2 relics already. He's picking up a 3rd and a 4th. And damn, that's going to be brutal. There's a 5th one as well here. You'll probably get that one too. At this point, it doesn't look like B is going to go for relics at all. He is going for the wood line. As I said, he needs to go out. If Marinelord had vision here, he would know that B is desperate. Now, Marinelord is also ran out of wood, so that's why he knows he needs to get wood in a different position. This is a very good wood spawn though. As you guys can see, this thing covers all 3 wood lines, and he would be able to... Palace of Swabia! Guys, for those of you who don't know this bad boy, he is a printer, as they would say. These villages are going to be pumped out in 6-second flat. So basically, this guy's just like... constantly. He's just going to outdo his eco completely. We see that B's coming in with his imam. He's like, where's the relic? And Marinelord's like, dude, not even close, man. Not even close. On the other side, though, B does not want him to have these sacred sites. Unfortunately, a men-at-arms will probably tell him, I will be taking these sacred sites. So if you could kindly go back to your base, that would be lovely, sir. Thank you. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, so we see this tower is just chilling. I don't know what he's going to do with this villager. I don't even know why Marinelord has a villager on the other side of China. But we see that this villager is going to make another tower. To me, it just seems like he's securing his side of the wood lines. That's a lot of villagers. And he has soon to be 2 sacred sites. He's just waiting for this thing to decap. Although, a knight does counter the prelate. The prelate would die if this knight... Oh, that's going to be painful. That's a dead prelate. At least he did not get to capture 2 sacred sites. But he is going for the second up top. So, in the end, it might work out for him anyway. I am not sure if Marinelord has... Let me see if I can change the fog of war. If I knew how, I would. But this is the noob stream. I'm a noob too. So guys, this is my first time casting anything. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know the buttons. So, I apologize. I'll figure this out as I go on. Now, what we can see is there's a bunch of men-at-arms here. Now, men-at-arms, they're strong. They're basically the things that you don't want in your backyard. And they're most likely going to B's backyard right now. So these guys, oof. Is this knight going to get more damage? Yeah, he's going to get another villager. Oof, that's a dead villager. Ooh. B is not controlling that knight properly, but he is still going to get his villager. You deserve it, knight. You worked hard for that one. Very nice. We also see that there are no extra upgrades on these. So usually if you want to see whether there are upgrades on units, you click on them. And if it says +2, that means he got upgrades. But this knight just got an upgrade. So finally. But now the army is coming in. He's taking out those men-at-arms. We can see Janissaries. They do quite a bit of damage. So I watched that TV show, the Ottoman, I don't know, it's some history thing on Netflix, and they talked about the Ottomans and the Janissaries. I learned a lot about those boys. They do damage. Now we do see that B is pushing back. The thing is, he does have equal army, but the upgrades are not equal completely. We do see that Marinelord's getting another upgrade here. He does have a relic inside this building as well, so he is going to do a little bit more damage. And like I said, these are the guys you don't want in your backyard. And they are in B's backyard. B is like, dude, get out of my backyard, I'm coming for you. But B, I don't think that's going to be enough. Men-at-arms, they are chads, they slap, and they slap real good. So, slap, let's see. Janissaries, keep firing, let's see what you can do. They're doing damage, but if they had upgrades, they would be doing a lot more. At this point, yeah, that's some weak-ass shots. He needs to get balanced projectiles. I don't actually know if those go with Janissaries. Oh. They're not showing. I wonder if they count... because you need to get a gun... Is that not going to count for a ranged? Oh, guys, we just found that. Now, we do see the eco difference is quite significant because Marinelord... Whoa! Because Marinelord has the printer here, as we said earlier, the 6-second villager push out, he currently has a lot of eco. You see 2,000 wood per minute, 900 food per minute, 1,200 gold per minute. While B, he's definitely trying, we can say that for sure. Now, on this side, we do see that the men-at-arms are gathering on the top side, and if you are cheeky enough, you can see that B is now being walled into his base, slowly but surely at the top. Now, we do see B pushing out at the bot. I do believe that he knows there are some army... Oh, I don't think that's going to be... The fact that Marinelord is coming right through here is really good for Marinelord, but really bad for B, because he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. B's army is at the bottom. Some of Marinelord's army is as well, and this is because he just has more resources. He has more things to play with. Ooh, 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 ooh. Where are you? Where are you? Are you? Oh, he's just distracting. Damn. Okay, but this is a chunky army at the bottom, especially with the split army at the top. Let's see how much damage these guys will do. I told you guys, we don't want them in your backyard. If you see men-at-arms in your backyard, good luck. If you don't have crossbows, you're probably dead. So, and there's a spearman as well, just to come show his little face. And keep in mind, Marinelord is age 4. He has upgrades. He has a lot more firepower, even if the numbers are not that different. So the ships are pushing through as well. The ships are doing a little bit of damage here and there. This little mangonel trying his best. He had to come and clean these up. Because again, even though he had his army at the front, you can't have those things in the middle of your base. Now the fact that B had to split his army is probably the reason that Marinelord's going to be able to finish this now. Now see, guys, at the beginning of the game, I said when Marinelord won the battle on the water, that I believe that I would have tapped out at that point. Most people would have tapped out. But B stuck with it. Even though he's suiciding all his villagers. Sir, your villagers are going into the battle. Sir, stop. Stop. Marinelord hasn't recaptured this one, but honestly, does he need to? He could use the extra gold. He's just pumping out units, but he is reaching max population very soon. Now the Mangonel, if you can get out of a few sweet juicy shots, that'd be great. But we see that Marinelord is smart. He has a very big brain. He uses staggered formation. So staggered formation is basically used to split up your units a little bit. So when you're playing against Mangonels, it won't hit your resource or your units when they're clumped up like this. So if a Mangonel shot drops here, it does a lot of damage. But if a Mangonel shot drops with staggered units like here, they're only going to hit a few of them. So that's kind of the situation we're in. We can see that this is not Marinelord's whole army. I don't really know where the rest of his army is. Oh, they're coming. They were just taking the time. The printer is printing. I mean, the building is printing. Not villagers anymore, but this is now the new printer. He's just getting more and more barracks, more stables. Yeah, 11 stables. I should learn from Marinelord. And he's just printing units. At this point, this is what HRE does. You just print units, you rally them into his base. And even if you lose all your units, you have the eco, you have the advantage. There's no way that he can come back from that. Unless Marinelord just presses delete on all his units. Then maybe we have a different outcome. So right now, this is not looking good. It should be a quick cleanup. Even the Janissaries, they're not penetrating the elite spearmen too well right now. Because we can see that there's the +3 armor on ranged. So those spearmen are able to take quite a beating. And they're in your backyard. Oh, but he did not A-move. So guys, boys and girls, if you're busy going into someone's backyard, you want to A-move. And B, you can't get any wood either because we ran out of wood here. And now everything is in his base. The Mangonel, now look at that, that next shot. Because B's units are all clumped up, he should be able to get a really... Ah, damn. I really hoped for a Mangonel shot there. You guys would have loved that. So, Marinelord looking like Marinelord. No surprises, huh? Alright.